Hello, the only Nikki here. So, against my better judgment, I am going to make a video about my colonoscopy. I will obviously, there will be no videos of any grossness happening, none of that. But I know I'm really nervous about, not really, I'm a little nervous about this. And it kind of helped, obviously, knowing what I'm in for and being prepared helps a little bit. So, sorry, cat's playing with his tent. It's his favorite thing in the world. Anyway, kind of knowing what to expect, what to be prepared for helps a little bit. So I've watched a couple YouTube videos of people like this that are like actual, not the medical ones, but like actual YouTubers or whatever, vloggers who are just talking about the process. And it kind of helped me to see a real person going through everything. And honestly, like, I'm trying not to get freaked out because everybody's like, oh my God, the prep is so awful. I mean, literally everybody says the prep is awful. The procedure is like nothing because they put you in twilight, so I'm not general anesthetic. But I'll just kind of like be teetering on the edge of consciousness through the whole thing. So you won't even know what's going on. You might know, but you won't care, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. I am worried about the prep. Just because everybody keeps telling me how awful it is. Obviously, since this has to do with my digestive system, I have digestive problems. I get nauseous a lot. Lots of things make me nauseous. And the other end has problems too, which the prep involves cleaning everything out of your body. So to update, right now, this is the day before. And I don't start the prep for another 2 hours. But an hour ago, I was supposed to take 4 stool softener pills, which usually I think you take 1. I'm on clear liquid diet today. I can have like soup broth. They said I could have coffee, which thank God. I don't know how I'm going to go tomorrow morning without coffee, but like soup broth, no solid food. No, nothing with red or purple dyes in it because I can stain the inside of your colon and screw things up. So I haven't eaten solid food all day, which is whatever. It's not the end of the world. I'm definitely hungry. But as soon as I took the stool softeners, I like within 2 minutes started feeling really nauseous. That's not even the prep part. That's the prep. So it passed relatively quickly. It was the second I started to feel nauseous, I got a phone call that I had to take for something else. And it was like a 15-minute phone call where I had to verify all this information. And the whole time I'm like, yes, which honestly it helped kind of distract me. But I was pacing around the house. I'm like, don't puke on the phone. It passed relatively quickly. I had a little bit of sparkling water, like lime flavored. I wish I had some Sprite in the house, but I don't. I'm so dumb. Anyway, that's okay. I don't like soda anyway. I don't drink it that much. That's beside the point. The nausea passed relatively quickly. I was nauseous for maybe 20 minutes. And then I had, like I said, I sipped a little bit of that, paced around, worked it out. I'm fine now. I can already feel some rumbling happening in my lower guts, which, like I said, I haven't even started the prep. So and I can tell you it's not mental. That is real. I'm not bringing that on, but nothing's happening, so to speak. So I will probably film again after, like with the other prep stuff, just to kind of see what's going on there. But again, I will not film any of me in the bathroom. I'll try to be right here in my craft room. None of that. I promise you that. So thanks for checking this out, and I'll update you here in a little bit. Okay, a quick update. My hair is everywhere. I still haven't started the prep yet, but the stool softeners seem to be doing the trick by themselves. I mean, I'm still going to do the prep because I need to, but yeah, so if your doctor gives you the instructions to take stool softeners at a time, be prepared. Well, of course, I took like 4 times the normal dose, which, like I said, it made me nauseous, and then like within 45 minutes, I'd say, things were occurring. So I guess if your doctor prescribes for you to take, or tells you to take that as well, don't be surprised, and don't take those and think you can stay at work until, which I didn't. I took the afternoon off, which originally I wasn't going to. I was going to like wait until closer to the time I had to start the prep to leave work. But I was like, I don't know how I'm going to react to the stool softeners. I'm glad I came home. We'll just leave it at that. Stay tuned. Okay, so I am about 3/4 of the way through drinking this stuff, and I got it right here. Yes, I'm drinking out of a measuring cup. There's no real reason for that. You know what? I don't want to jinx myself because I'm not done yet, but this is not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Oh, hold on. I'm back. This is this isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, this is not fun, obviously, but so what I'm drinking, I'm on a time limit. I gotta chug this. I don't have to chug, but I have to drink one glass, like 1 8-ounce glass, every 10 to 15 minutes. And from what everybody else has told me, like they got a prescription that came in this like gallon jug, and then you mix it with water, and then they give you like different flavor packets, and it tastes horrid, and you have to drink an entire gallon. So my doctor had me pick up a bottle of Miralax over the counter. Didn't need a prescription. I forget what the size was, and I don't have the piece of paper with me. One bottle of powdered Miralax. It was like 200 grams. I don't remember. And then she said, and it was on the instructions, to mix it with 64 ounces of Gatorade. But it had to be like a clear or light colored Gatorade because you can't have anything red or purple. Like can you tell I'm cold? I keep having more shirts on. I don't know why I'm so cold. Anyway, so mix it with 64 ounces of Gatorade. So that's only half a gallon. And then drink 8-ounce glasses every like 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm not nauseous. Lots of people I know talked about being like really nauseous. I'm not really nauseous. My stomach hurts a little just because of the sheer quantity of liquid I'm drinking, which I can't fathom doing this with a gallon. And the Gatorade I got, it's clear, but it's mixed berry flavor. Now I got a tip from somebody. She said, pick a flavor of Gatorade you don't like because I guarantee you'll never want to drink it again. And this isn't really awful. I can see myself not wanting to drink it again. But, so yeah, it's been, I've been taking trips to the restroom a bit. And I'm not going to get too graphic, but you are eliminating everything from your digestive tract, including bile. So it's a little burny, shall we say. But other than that, this hasn't been brutal yet. Again, my stomach's a little hurt just from drinking so much liquid. But like I said, I'm about 3/4 done, I think, with the drinking portion. I have no idea how long I'll keep going. I started, I was halfway through the first glass. My boyfriend had come home for a few minutes, and I was halfway through the first glass, and we were talking, and I just went, "Excuse me." It hit that fast. But it's not been like constant. I haven't had to stay in the bathroom. It's been like every few minutes. It might get a little more constant as this is working through me. It's not hard. It's a little hard to drink just because the quantity. I'm burping a lot too. It's just, yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. Okay, I'm trying not to do too many of these like little mini updates before like, everything else, because this video is going to be like an hour long. But I finished drinking the stuff finally. It took me about an hour or 2 hours and 15 minutes, which I think might be a little bit longer than what it was supposed to. But overall, it was not the worst thing I've ever done. I felt a little sick, mostly just from the sheer quantity of stuff I was drinking. And choking down that last half a glass was so hard, but obviously I took my, I wasn't like chug. I burped a lot, which helped a little bit. Right now, like, since I use Gatorade, my tongue is just so coated. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Like, the taste in my mouth is pretty horrendous. But overall, this hasn't been that bad. If I can make a recommendation, if you have to get this done, invest in a little container or package of baby wipes, specifically if you can find some that are cooling or with them aloe. I had read that somewhere and totally forgot, but I happened to have some that I bought for the cat when he was still a kitten because he was having some issues. And I keep them around for my older cat too because she can't reach herself all the time to clean. So I was so gleeful to remember I had those. They helped a lot. So small suggestion. Okay, I will probably check in. I'm trying to see how long I've been recording. I'll check in maybe one more time tonight, and I might split this into 2 videos then, so it's not like an hour-long video. So that's it. So far, this really hasn't been that traumatic. It's not as bad as I was led to believe it was. Now, granted, I'm not done with the evacuation portion. That hasn't been too brutal. I mean, it's not fun, but honestly, like, I'm not having the stomach cramps I usually get when I have diarrhea. Yet. I don't know, a lot of times after I'm done with all that, I get stomach cramps, so I might get some cramping tonight. I'm just kind of excited to get this over with at this point because I'm really hungry. Well, not right this moment. My stomach's full from all the stuff, but yeah, that's it. It is morning of. Last night went fine. I slept great. And I had to get up a couple times in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, a couple more times. But it wasn't much there. So, yeah. We're heading off in about an hour to go get this done. And then I'll check in after, maybe. Probably going to wait because I'm going to be heavily sedated for a bit. Thanks. Overall, the prep procedure was not that bad. So, now you know. Hello. Different location. No makeup, whatever. So it is about 6:15. My procedure was 7 hours ago. I'm only just now starting to feel human again. Well enough to do this anyway. But everything went fine, first off. And they said everything looked real good in there. They did a couple biopsies. I'll kind of go through the process. So I got in, they had me undress everything, put the gown on. They let me keep my socks on. And then they started an IV, just fluids for a minute, and then they wheeled me back to the prep room. And then they gave me a couple different sedatives, fentanyl, and I forget what the other one was. It fentanyl? I forget what the other one was. And they, kind of explained the process before they put that in. And the lady's like, these are going to work really quick. So do you have any questions before I put the IV? And sure enough, within like seconds, I could feel it hit the first one, and I relaxed a lot. And then she did the second one, and I don't even remember her putting the second one in. Like, I remember nothing. I have little flashes during the procedure of pain. I couldn't tell you what kind of pain it was, like if it was sharp or just the like bloat pain from the air they push in your colon. But I have very specific memories of like kind of yelling out and saying "ow," and them telling me to relax. But like I said, I don't know what hurt, or I couldn't even tell you where, like on my person it hurt. I only remember it hurt, and I shouted out, but I don't know. The next thing I knew, I was back in the like recovery area, and my boyfriend was there, and the nurse came in, and we chatted a little bit. I don't remember anything she said. I know we talked, and she told me I could get dressed, and Brendan had to help me because I couldn't. I mean, I could stand up and move around, but I was really wobbly, and I kept saying my legs didn't work. My legs worked. They just felt very uncomfortable and wobbly. And then they gave me some aftercare instructions and a prescription and sent me home. Here's the thing. They tell you have to have somebody with you. Obviously, you cannot drive a car. There was no way I was driving a car. But, I mean, they gave all this aftercare instructions, and I don't remember any of it. So I'm glad he was here. Anyway, he brought me home and set me up on the couch, and I just said, put some Netflix on, I won't watch TV, and he didn't even have it set up, and I was asleep. And I slept for probably like 3 hours. And then woke up and I was still really groggy. I feel okay. I have maybe the tiniest, mildest bit of cramping. And yeah, you pass a ton of gas because they push gas in there. So I've been farting a lot. But outside of that, I really don't feel like this was any big deal. I mean, the process beginning to end, it's a long process because you have all the prep, but none of it was really all that earth-shattering or bad. So, I'm definitely hungry, but I'm terrified to eat normal. They said, like, the first hour you can't eat or drink anything, mostly because you're still kind of, all I could think to do was get to the couch. Like, I had no interest in food or drink at that point. But, they said as long as you feel okay, you can resume a normal diet immediately. But there's some other stuff I read about, like taking it easy, what not to eat, because like there's literally nothing in my digestive system right now, and it could be a real shock to the system to go out and eat a steak. Like that would be a terrible idea. So so far I had some soup, and some sparkling water, and a little Italian ice cup. I just made some chicken and noodles. I ate a couple of bites, and I don't feel sick. I just still feel kind of bloaty and gross, so I'm not as hungry as I thought I was. But again, overall, this was not a terrible thing. I'm hoping that he said everything looked great in there. Nothing looked weak, or there were no tearing in the lining anywhere, which was his concern with the amount of pressure and buildup of gas I get. But everything looked okay. I guess that's it for now. If I hear anything, oh, I did get a blood test ahead of time. They wanted to test liver function and a few other things, and I went to my family doctor to get my annual exam, told him about all this. He was nice enough to test me for celiac, which thankfully came back normal. I found that out first thing this morning. So I do not have celiac disease. That's good news because I like bread. But part of me was like, I wasn't hoping that was the case, but at least it would explain something, because I still don't have an explanation right now for why I have pain all the time. But he did give me a prescription to help ease some of that pain. It's like a prescription strength gas X type thing. So sorry, I've got the door open. There's noise. That's about it. I'm really kind of tired and a little bit out of it still, so I'm gonna end this video now. I might try to put it together and go ahead and post it. But I'll wait till tomorrow so I can watch this one a little more with it. But that's it. Thank you for stopping by. If you have to have a colonoscopy, I hope any of this information helped ease your mind a little. It's really not that bad. Like, it's really not that bad. It's not fun. I wouldn't seek out to do this once a week. But it's not terrible. So. Alright, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll have some better, happier videos where I look a little nicer down the road.